What's up, everyone? Tony from Detecting Is Life. This week's episode is going to be a combination of like 3 different hunts. We're going to be out in the woods in the snow. The snow is going to melt. We're finally going to be able to get into our farm field after the frost lets up. And then back up into the woods hunting some more Colonial cellar holes. Hope you guys really enjoy this week's episode. Thanks very much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry, I had footage issues, but I just found this buckle, but for some reason my camera was just not focusing. But I found the buckle and it sounded like there was some... Look at that. What's the chances? 2 different buckles in the same freaking hole under a giant root system next to a tree. Gotta love it though. Good signals always seem to make you work for them. But 2 old buckles. Good find. So I had a 22 signal on the trusty old Knox. And I got it out. It sounded deeper than this, but I'm still detecting through, 3 inches of snow. Which is now turned to ice because it got freezing overnight. Where the hell did it go? Oh, I see something. Where are you? Oh, parasol slide. If you guys don't know what that is, they call them parasol slides or umbrellas. But that would be the thing that goes up the shaft that holds the little metal rods that opens the umbrella. Old parasol slide. Good find. I had a solid 22 signal. I pulled out a nail. I didn't think it was my target. I rechecked the hole. My signal's still there. Oh, it just fell out. Be a coin. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be a coin. I think it's gonna be a 2-piece button. Ooh. Shank? I think it does have a shank. Let me gentle. Dirt is frozen on there. It got down to like the teens last night. Let me brush that off. I'll be right back. Well, I got it cleaned off. It's not a coin, but man, is it a beauty. Look at that civilian button. That is beautiful. I am happy with that find. That is a gorgeous 2-piece button. Probably mid to late 1800s, I would guess. Awesome find. Had another good target not far from that button. I threw it out of the hole. Look at that. Clock gear. That's what I would guess that is. Part of a clock. Good find. I had a good 20 signal. Still fighting with some snow up here in Connecticut. Almost gone though. It's gonna be a nice week too, so there shouldn't be any snow left after this week. I moved it and it's small, whatever it is. Oh, coin or button? Ah, I feel it. Shank. Whoa. Maybe neither. Drawer pull? That's... Or is that just like a drill hole shank? I'm confused. I think it's a flat button, but with a weird shank on it. I see some gold gilt on the back. Nothing on the front. Good find, the old flat button. I'll get it cleaned up and put up a picture. I had a really faint 18 signal. Oh, I finally dug it out of this mud. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. I think it's out. Oh, I see round and green. What are you? That's gotta just be a tiny little button. Too small to be any type of coin. That's for sure. I can't even hold it, it's so small. Oh, does that look like it has a pattern on it? I'll have to get that cleaned up better when I get home. I'll put up a picture. I can't tell if that's a star pattern or just crud. But good find. I had another really faint 20 signal. I see something green. Hold on. My hand is covered in mud. Oh, there's water in the hole. I can rinse it off in. Ooh, that's cold. Not sure what that is. Sorry, I didn't have it in camera. It's got a hinge. And it's fancy. Could be an old, like, chest, little dresser hinge or something interesting, though. Good find. I had another faint 18 signal, and I finally threw it out of the hole. Look at, deeper than my pinpointer. It is out. Oh, I see a shank already. You guys see that? Oh, where am I? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Hello, little button. Yep. Ooh, that back mark is sharp. Oh, I'm having trouble reading it. I'm sure when I get home I'll be able to read it. It's got a sharp little back mark for a tiny little button. Good find though. I had a good 15 signal on the Knox and I threw it out. Oh, I see round. Oh, I see shank already. Oh, is that really chunky or have something on it at one point? Oh, good find. Nice old flat button. Got my dad out detecting with me. Good old flat button. If there's anything on it, I'll post up a picture. Got a good 19 signal. And threw it out of the hole. What am I seeing? You guys see anything? Oh, I see something. Like a chain. Oh, that actually might not be like farm chain. Oh, it isn't. That's a really old bracelet. Look at that. Wow. That's cool. That's a good find. I'll get that cleaned up and put up a picture. I'm gonna be gentle with it though. I had a solid 20 signal. I kicked it out. Oh, pinpointer's off again. Oh, I saw something. All I can find is buttons lately. That's like a concave one. Full shank. Look at that little concave cuff button. Good find though. Oh, I had a good signal down under a root. It sounded really scratchy at first. Sorry, I'm trying to do a one-handed live dig because guys are saying I don't do enough live digs, but it's kind of hard when you're filming and digging yourself. That's out. Oh, I see it. The heck is it? Oh, drawer scutcheon. Some kind of furniture escutcheon. Fancy. Good find though. I had a solid 20 signal. Pulled a couple nails out already, like always, at this spot. Signal is still there. Ah, I see green. Don't be a button. It's a button, isn't it? Yep. Yes, it is. Man, these people didn't lose very much money, but man, did they lose a lot of buttons. Oh, and it's gone forever. Don't see anything on it. Man, every single button out of here, though, has a full shank. Beautiful. Nice 1800s button. Good find. Well, my buddy just looked down. First time out in the farm fields after the snow, and laying on the surface is a big old flat button. Look at that. Sun baking. It's got a cool pattern on it. You see the plow struck it. Good find though. Had a decent, it's like a 16 signal. Heck is it? Oh, I see. Tiny little tomback. Broken shank. Yep. Little tomback button. No markings. Good find though. Had a really faint 9 signal. I threw it out. Right next to that other button. But it's gonna be another one. Another tiny, tiny little button. Broken shank too. Good find though. About to stumble on a coin eventually. I had a really good signal. I popped the plug and I see that sticking out. That looks like an old knife. Bone handle. That is a cool find. That definitely looks like an old knife just by the shape. That's interesting. It's almost like it would have had something else coming out of the other side. Happy with that though. Another solid like 28, 27 signal. Coin. Green. Indian. Is that an Indian? That would be nice. Only found one Indian so far this year. Nope, it's a weedy. It's a nice green weedy. I think it's gonna be an old one. Let's see if I can get a date. Hold on. Can't tell 100%. Looks like a 1913, possibly. Good old weedy though. No, I didn't get this on video. Does it sound like a shotgun shell? But it's some kind of little suspender clip, or it's got writing on it. I can't make it out in the field. It's got an M, it looks like, and then it says something around it. I'll get it cleaned up, put up a picture when I get home. I had a solid 28 signal, clear as day. I have a feeling this could be a copper. Didn't seem big, like a buckle or anything. It seemed nice and tight. Consistent numbers. Oh, That's gotta be a copper. Yep. No shank. Sorry, I got terrible glare on my phone. I can't see a thing right now. Let me get two hands on it and see what it is. Oh, I got it all cleaned off, and it's this dark staining right here is throwing me off. It's either a Draped bust. You can see on the back, 1/100. Back's in good condition. Front's not so great, but that dark outline right there is throwing me off. Like I said, if I could get a date, I'd know. It's either a Draped bust or a Liberty cap. I'm thrilled with that. Back is in good condition though. Love it. Great way to start the day. I had a good 17 signal on the Knox, and I finally threw it out through all the roots, and I see something. Toe tap, look at that. That's a good sign. Not a bad way to start the day. Either a Draped bust or a Liberty cap and a toe tap. Good find, I'm happy with that. I had a good 18 signal under all these roots. Chopping, chopping, and chopping, and I think I finally got down to where I might be able to scoop it out. Oh, it's laying right on top. Green and round again. Oh, it's not gonna be a coin though. Two-piece button. Ooh. Oh, awesome. You guys probably can't see that, but I found two of these already, so I know what that is. That is a Civil War Connecticut militia button. Let me get it brushed off lightly real quick and show you what it looks like. Oh, there it is, all cleaned off. And that's exactly what it is. That is a, I actually think it would go that way. But that is a Civil War Connecticut militia button. You got the 3 scales and the little wreath. I clean it off. You can see it says Connecticut right here. That is a great find. I love finding these old Civil War buttons. Had another good 22 signal under the roots, and I threw it out. And I see roundness again. Let me see if I can find you guys some light. I'm thinking another 2-piece button. Huh. Yep, there's the shank. Man, that dirt's really on there. It's like concrete. Let me get this brushed off real quick, and I'll be right back. Well, I got it all cleaned off, and it is another one. Man, it's another 2-piece Civil War Connecticut militia button. There's the Connecticut crest, and you can kind of see CONNECT. There's Connecticut right there. This one's in much rougher shape than the last one. It's got I don't know if it was in the hole with a nail, but it's got iron all stuck on this side. But beautiful old Civil War Connecticut button. Love it. And a solid 16 signal, and I finally got through the terrible roots. What is that? Oh, suspender clip. suspender clip. Get you in the light. That didn't work very well. Oh, that's fancy. Look at that. Oh, beautiful little old suspender clip. I'll get it cleaned up and you will see a picture right now. I had a really faint 20 signal and I think I kicked it out. Is that it or is that an acorn? Nope, that's it. At first I was gonna say it could be the tiniest ox knob I've ever seen, but I think it's a ball button that's missing the other part. So you can see the little rim right there. That's a good find though. Old ball button. We're on some good old stuff today. A really faint 16 signal. I struggled with it because I pulled about 3 nails out already. And it's still there. Piece of scrap. Nope. Something I find about 1 a week. These are on about every old site in the world. Harmonica reed. Broken one. Beautiful day in New England. I had a lovely 16 signal. Again, fought through the root mass, and I think I finally got down to it. I see something. What is that? Sorry, I cannot see anything with the glare on my phone. So, let me look at it real quick. Oh, that's interesting. It's got like a floral pattern on it. It's folded over. I don't know, tie clip maybe? I've never seen anything like that. Just a piece of copper or brass folded over with a fancy decoration. I'm happy with that though. I had a solid 18 signal on the Knox. And like always in the woods, it's under a rock, or a root, excuse me. There's a rock, but I see something. I see an edge or something. What the heck is it? Oh, not what I was expecting. That is beautiful. Look at that. What a beautiful old skeleton key. Complete. I love it. I had a really good 18 signal. Open the plug up. Didn't sound too deep. Nice sandy soil so you can dig with your hands. But once you get through the nightmare of the roots. Spoon bowl. That's what that is. Not precious. Old copper spoon bowl. Good find. So I had a really faint 16 signal again. I threw it out of the hole. Oh, I see a shank sticking up already. What kind of button is this? It's another two-piece. This is where I found the, or maybe it's not a two-piece. Let me brush it off real quick, see if it's got anything on it. I got it all cleaned off. It's just a, it's an odd button. It's convex with a little dimple and it almost looks like an octagonal. No markings, nothing on it, but old flat button. I had a good 18 signal, threw it out. Sounds kind of big, whatever it was. Pinpointed really big. Lantern part? What the heck is that? Oh, it's a odd buckle of some sort. Man, is that thin. I don't know what the heck kind of buckle that would be. Paper thin. Looked like it would have been a round buckle with a single pin. That's interesting. Good find. I didn't record this because it was reading like a shotgun shell. And it was right on the surface, but it's a two-piece button. It says Plumed something. I cannot make out the other word. Plumed something, and it looks like it has peacock feathers or something. I'm gonna get it cleaned up and put up a picture. I had a good 18 signal. I finally threw it out. And it looks like a big piece of sheet copper. Yay. Oh, maybe it's not. It's got this pin in the back. Might be a saddle strap guide or something. Or not a guide, a saddle strap end. It looks like it broke off there too. No idea. Definitely old though. So my buddy's out detecting with me today and just came over. We hit it with a brass brush, but look at that two-piece button. It is just covered in gold gilt. I think it's a Scoville, Waterbury, Connecticut, but that's got to be one of the nicest two-piece buttons I've ever seen. I'll put up a picture of it all cleaned up once we lemon juice it and get it home and do a little more work. Had a good 28 signal. Let's get the pinpointer out. I think I finally made it down to it. Oh, I see something rolling around already. Game top? Thought it was a cane top. Now I'm thinking it's just an odd ox knob. It is. It's just the weirdest shaped ox knob I've ever seen. Never found one that style. Good find though. I just got a good target. Threw it out. Help if I turn my pinpointer on. Oh, I see it. I sees it. Ooh, could you be a coin? Nope, broken shank. Broken shank, broken shank. Finding so many buttons. There's gotta be a coin around us. That looks like an old one too. I don't see any back mark. Alright, 1700s. So this week's trash out. Still a little bit from last week, but more new stuff to the pile. Old kerosene lantern all busted up. More cans. Lots of aluminum flashing. Chunks of metal. Some bits and bobs. I don't even know what they are, but lots of trash. Good finds. Welcome everyone to episode 19 to wrap up. Starting up top, we got ourselves a drawer scutcheon. We got ourselves what looked like probably another escutcheon off probably a little trunk or something, but man, it really rotted away when I tried to clean it. It was all fancy. And it was the week of the buttons. We got a ball button, lots of flat buttons, gold gilded buttons, a couple interesting ones. This one can't remember right now, but you would have seen it in the video. It was a campaign button, the Plumed Knight. And then we got our best buttons right in the middle. Up top we have two Connecticut Civil War militia buttons made in Scoville from Waterbury, Connecticut. Those are unbelievable. I love finding those. Two beautiful old civilian buttons. This one right here my friend found, and you don't find buttons that come out of the ground looking much better than that. The gold gilding on this thing is just amazing. Forgot offhand the company. I think it was Leavenworth & Co. Again, if you watch the video, you would see the info on it. We got ourselves a toe tap, harmonica reed piece. The strangest ox knob I've ever found. I'm sure you guys always find ox knobs also, and they're always round. I've never found one that's kind of conical shape like this. That's different. Sash buckle. Another interesting compact cover. Another interesting suspender clip. I can't tell if it's I almost thought it was an 8 in the middle, but it looks like it's like a serpent with his mouth open. Is what my guess is. That's a really interesting buckle. I couldn't find any type of patent date or writing anywhere on it, but if I was to guess, that looks like a sea serpent with his mouth open and his tail sticking out. It's very interesting. Old clock gear. Got ourselves another beautiful complete skeleton key. Very old bracelet. I would guess 1800s based on everything else I'm finding at the site. We got ourselves a Draped bust large cent. With my loop, I can make out it looks like a 1798. Back, like always, it feels like every time I find a Draped bust, the front is shot and the back is beautiful. Just how it works out. And we got ourselves this one. Took me a long time to figure out. My buddy found this. I knew it was a coin, and I was struggling and struggling and struggling to see absolutely anything on it. But on this side, like I said, if you watched the video, you would have seen the picture. But on this side, if you look very closely, if I can hold the thing on the bottom, you can see the wreath right there, and it's the bottom of the wreath of an Indian head. And it looks shot to me. It doesn't look like a square nail hole. It's mushroomed over like that was shot with a bullet, and it's also bent. Very interesting. Another piece, if anyone knows what this is, please comment below. It's fancy. It's rolled over. I was thinking napkin holder, but it seems too small. I was thinking maybe a tie decoration. If anyone has any ideas what that could be. Looks very old. I like it though. And we got ourselves a bone handle pocket knife. So that is week 19's finds. A really good week for buttons. Just one coin, but still happy with all that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy hunting, everyone.